So Akbar, I believe it was in season 7, right? When you guys
Yes.
got your first Emmy nomination.
Yes.
Kind of surprised a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it was actually season 8.
Season
yes,
8. Thank you very
yep,
much.
Yep.
And
I was
then,
coming off of season 7 though, but yes.
yes. And then in season 9, you guys got nominated again.
Yeah.
So having that kind of recognition so late in the series run, I mean, what did that mean to you and to everyone involved in the show? And why do you think it finally caught on with awards voters?
Well, I just think that the climate, the people have changed. Television has changed dramatically. You know, you start thinking about, especially to people who have families and good entertainment. You know, I guess people are looking for stuff that they can sit down and watch with their kids and have a good family time, but also two great storytellers. I think what, you know, NBC, A. Smith Production, what they do so well is they tell great stories, human stories that we can all relate to. No matter where you are on the spectrum, one of those stories that you see on American Ninja Warrior somehow kind of, it touches you in the core of who you are. And oh, by the way, there's an athletic event going on, and so there's a rooting interest behind it, and you can get behind a lot of these competitors. And these competitors are ordinary people doing some extraordinary things, and I think that's what made it so. Yes, it's late in the game, and you know, here we are in season 8 and 9 being nominated for American Ninja Warrior, but I just think it just took some time for people. And, you know, sometimes the old habits are hard to break and you're used to watching your own thing, but then all of a sudden you're surfing over here. And look, we've got some great publicity from, you know, our star athletes, Ellen DeGeneres, who's a huge fan of American Ninja Warrior. So it's kind of cool when she said how her and Portia are fighting over the remote, you know, over who's gonna, you know, no, I want to watch American Ninja, ooh, ah, and then they get stuck in the ooh, ah moment, and then afterwards they're crying, and you know, so it's cool. Yeah.
What's that moment like at the Emmys when they're reading off your category and they open the envelope?
Yes.
What's that feeling?
Okay, so, well, let me walk you through it. Okay, you're going through, I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of anxiety that goes on, you know, and you're hearing all these other different categories and you're excited, oh yeah, cool, 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 but wait, get to ours. And then when you get to ours, like for me, my shoes are off because, you know, I've got my nice shoes and they're nice and clean, fresh, so they hurt, so I'm taking them off. And as soon as I say, you know, they talk about our category, I start hurrying up and put on my shoes because this could be it, this is gonna be us walking. I remember putting on my shoes, I'm like this, and make sure I'm like, you know, we're about to get it. Yeah. And the winner is, and you just kind of, your chest goes from here to, and look, you're genuinely like disappointed. You want to win. I don't care who you are. Whenever you get entered into anything, unless you're not competitive, you want to win. And then after 20 minutes, okay, maybe an hour, okay, maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, then he goes like, look, hey, look, that's a great show that won it, they deserved it, but it does take some time to kind of come back to center because you really wanted to win. You get all dressed up, by the time you spend all this money on your tuxedo and the looks and the blah, 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 and walking on the carpet, and you just think, something tells you it might happen. It could, but what if it, but it could. And it's like have you ever played the lottery and then just kind of dream about it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, dang, what would it be like dang, what would I do with it? And it's the same thing, like, what would I do if we won it?
This is my shot, I'm gonna win.
Yeah. So, but, you know, I think just for us being in the category, being nominated back-to-back season, talks about the strength of the show, and that's cool. Again, want to win, but it's cool to be nominated.
One of the great things about the show, well, the great thing about this show, is that, as you said, it's about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And it really calls upon our general fascination with sports. You know, I mean, we see these athletes as icons, as modern-day gladiators and heroes. Can you talk a bit about watching these ordinary people put their bodies to the limit and, you know, do these incredible things?
Well, there's a couple of layers to this. One is that we've now become a society of, I guess, stalkers, in that social media really allows us to kind of, you know, get into everyone's lives, and no matter who you are, you can start going through people's feed, and there's something about being that close to an athlete, and the storytelling within American Ninja Warrior gets you that much closer. Whereas when you look at traditional sports, a la NBA, NFL, hockey, baseball, there's usually a package, but you still feel distance. That's LeBron James, that's Aaron Rodgers, you know, like, so you don't feel like you can really be connected to them because essentially they're celebrities. But when you go through and it feels kind of organic in what you're used to when you're going through something like social media and you're looking at these people on there, like, oh, that's me. Like, you're looking at a reflection of yourself, and I think that's why the steam continues to build, and we're super grateful. I think also too the explosion now that people who are genuine fans can now go out their house and find ninja gems. Like, no other show is producing things outside of the show like American Ninja Warrior. And I don't say that to be arrogant, but the truth is that a show is producing gems. Just think about that. I mean, think about all the other different shows. I mean, you know, for all the other shows that I love, you don't see these things popping up on the outside. I mean, there's a ninja gym getting ready to pop up, another one coming out in California. There's one getting ready to open up in New Mexico. I mean, around the country. That's pretty cool, but based off of one show. And people's lives are changing. We've had a lot of ninjas who came in with one occupation and have now given up their occupation to become full-on ninja gym owners and ninja coaches and helping impacting the kids who also love this. I mean, it's now spun off into a kids junior show now. So we now have a kids Ninja Warrior show. So I mean, it keeps growing, which is amazing for TV. Like, you don't see that. This thing is kind of spider-webbed into multiple spin-offs now and multiple gyms around the country.
Certainly inspires you to at least just keep in shape.
Yeah, well, for me, yeah, it inspired me to get in shape. This year, May 24th, I'm actually competing on Ninja Warrior, Celebrity Edition for the Red Nose. And after 5 or 6 years of watching these competitors over and over, you know, as a former NFL guy, I started to get the competitive bug. I said, this year, I'm going to do it. And it's funny because I actually told the producers, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it next year for Red Nose. They go, oh yeah, cool. I'm thinking they're not gonna ever let me do it. I just threw it out there, but at least I did. At least I tried. And they called me out on it. It was like, hey, yeah, we think that's a great. Oh really? Okay, yeah, I'll still do it. And so May 24th, my first time ever running a Ninja Warrior course, and let me tell you, I was super, super nervous. I've never been more nervous in my life. Like, and that's having played in front of 100,000 people in college and 60, 70,000 in the NFL. Nothing has ever made me so nervous.
Can you tell us a little about some of the celebrity competitors that you're going to be up against on
this
Red Nose special?
Neo is going to be competing on the Red Nose special, which was kind of, I was like, wow, like Neo's gonna come out there. I mean, you know, like, shoot, all this dance moves and stuff. I mean, he got money legs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, is he gonna come out? But yeah, sure enough, Nastia Lukin, Olympic gold medalist, is gonna be competing. Who else do we have? We have Derek Huff from World of Dance. He'll be competing. So we have other celebrities as well. Scott Evans from Access Hollywood, which was surprising because of all the guys, I didn't think Scott Evans would be the most jacked up celebrity Ninja Warrior we would have. I'm like, wow, like the dude is incredibly fit. I mean, I was like, dang, I gotta step up my game. But yeah, we've got a great group of guys competing on Red Nose. All that, of course, to raise money for underprivileged kids. But yeah, you're gonna see some celebrities really show out, including me. I'm gonna show out. Now, I will say, I am 6'6". I competed at 247 pounds, so I'm just saying that. I'm not making any excuses. I'm just telling you ahead of time I'm 6'6", 247 pounds. That's all I'm saying.
We'll keep that in mind.
Now, in traditional sports, that's an advantage. In Ninja Warrior, it's kind of a disadvantage.
What are some highlights for you from this last season? Of moments where you saw people...
From the season that we're currently in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Where you saw people do things that, you know, you never would have expected them to be able to do. I mean, these ordinary people. What were some highlights for you?
Well, I would go to Jimmy Choi, who this season is competing for the second time. Jimmy Choi is one of our competitors who has Parkinson's disease, and he touched me dearly because my father has Parkinson's disease, and you know, it was such an inspiration when we talked about just, you know, seeing these competitors and it reaches you in the core. You know, he's teamed up with Michael J. Fox and his Michael J. Fox Foundation, and just everything that he's doing to try to raise awareness and bring a cure for Parkinson's disease. It touched me, and it made me join his efforts in joining up with Michael J. Fox and joining on as a board member of the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So I wanted to be more than just the host of American Ninja Warrior. I wanted to be able to start making positive change. There are a lot of people out there with Parkinson's disease, and you know, if I could find the cure today, I mean, give everything up to do it. I would, to help my father and all those who are suffering from Parkinson's. But it's remarkable to see Jimmy Choi coming back from last year. I was already in awe. I was like, well, maybe he's just doing it and just to get his message out there. But not only is he trying to get the message about Parkinson's disease and educate and help find a cure, but he's also a ninja warrior. He's a ninja warrior with Parkinson's disease. Most people see that as a sentence to, you know, maybe lay off of athleticism and not compete. Here's a guy that's ran over 1,700 miles in marathons, 1,700 miles with Parkinson's disease, and has competed now for his second season on American Ninja Warrior. It's a remarkable story of one man's determination not to be quote unquote limited by his Parkinson's disease.
Well, you guys have lots of people like that. Like I don't remember what season it was, but I think there was someone who lost their legs or lost a leg.
Yeah, with Zach Gowen, who also is a pro wrestling, you know, WWE wrestler, and there's a guy lost his leg and came out there with the empty leg, tossed it off to the side and ran with one leg. So it's, you know, we have stories like that, and these are some of the more maybe dramatic ones, but we have stories from cancers to people who've lost loved ones. It's great.
Well, thanks so much for chatting with us today, and next time you're at the Emmys, wear comfortable shoes.
I know. Wear comfortable shoes, yeah. But I had clean shoes because I said, get on stage, I want them to look fresh.
You gotta look good.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No.